So good to me. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror, and I thank God every morning.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel State, where the legacy of the late, great Sam Mills lives on with each pound of the drum. And that means we are ready for football here at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Carolina Panthers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, what a move. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way out to about the 35-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
Yeah, on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Rodgers.
Open man, that's the tight end flyer move.
That'll give him 8 that time. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Austin, the man in motion left.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This a 27-yard attempt here. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And this one's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Ready, ready. Black 40. Hut.
Young will set to throw. That went out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Eccles. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He'll find Metcalf. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf from 13 yards out. And the Steelers add 6 to their lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready. 52 blue. Set.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Let's go. 33, yellow. Ready.
And they just get the play off. Now Young. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
Let's go now. Yellow, 43.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Ready.
To the air once more, Young. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
Still first on the double. Come on, set, hut.
Young. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick.
95.
Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
This is caught by McMillan.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 21 yards away.
And the Panthers are back within a score.
Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's going to be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
319!
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. Nifty foot, taking it right down Broadway. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kenneth Gainwell, 59 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point now by Boswell. It's good to make it 17-7. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away.
The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Rodgers now to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. Hut.
A running play. It's Dowdle.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 13.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And it's caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ready. 52 blue.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead, put it on him, and score a touchdown.
Fitzgerald now for the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
Ryan Fitzgerald kicking off.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Working from the gun. Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Possession of the the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Yellow, 43. Check.
Young to throw it. That's taken in. It's Xavier Legette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ready, set.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Set. 60 reps. 60 reps. Set.
Throwing. Young. He'll find McMillan here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
Panthers.
Set. Ready.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Set.
They run here with Dowdle. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Panthers, first down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Hut, hut.
A play fake. Now Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Oh, he shifts past him. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now out come the Steelers. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On the give, it's Warren. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw is Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Still going inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers have regained the lead.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go, set, ready.
Now here's Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the knowledge you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now Rodgers.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And onto the field, here come the Panthers.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. And at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
That's another Panthers first down.
They'll throw again. Young.
There's Tremble, the tight end. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he finds Austin complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Rodgers. Open here, Adam Thielen. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Rodgers going to throw. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And this one is incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. So halftime now here on Sunday night prime time. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the studios of the Creative Village here in Orlando. Scott Hanson with you, and we've seen some scoring so far. Both teams getting into the end zone, both teams thinking they could pull out the win in the second half. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These 2 defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Red 38. Set.
Young to throw it. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Let's go. 50 grit. Ready.
Looking to throw. Young. Got a man. That's Liggett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard
Damn, I
line.
miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'm chopping.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set. Yellow, 43. Set.
Young. This is caught by McMillan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go. Set. Check.
Young now. Touchdown, Panthers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. So that one his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Fitzgerald now for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try to make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works. Opposite.
And unable to connect. It's incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Bryce Young and the offense out for their next series. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, those body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they got to push off at the end of a route, too.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Come on, set. Ready.
Young. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Martin in punt formation for Carolina.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the draw, Gainwell. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this 3rd quarter. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Ready. 45. Wide. Cut.
On the run, it's Dowdle. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Here we go. Blue, 32. Ready?
They go play action. Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Ready?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ready, set.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Ready. Yellow, 43. Set.
It's Young off play action. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Ready.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Yellow, 22.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Young to throw it. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Tremble. Panthers have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then in a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Under pressure, they got him again. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. 1 quarter remains here on Sunday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. They call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young headed back onto the field. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
45, White. Ready.
They run again with Dowdle. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Ready?
To throw, Young. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Black, 95. Ready.
On play action, Young. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And not nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a 1-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
And this will be taken at the 13.
Cause I got all the hits, boy.
At the 26-yard
All that Drake,
line.
you gotta chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll get this up just shy of a 30.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Come on, set. 52 blue. Check, huh?
Here's Young. We'll find McMillan here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Okay, ready?
And the Panthers, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Yellow, 22. Ready?
Throwing, Young. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hut.
Now a handoff working right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30.
12 yards. That's another Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Young. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
45, White. Ready.
Young will set to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
On the double.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
He was defended
Let's
by
go, Matt.
Brandon
Ready.
Nichols.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
On the set.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Red, 38.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Ready.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Let's go. Hutton.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there. Gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Rico Dowdle taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Fitzgerald now for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. We've seen him do this many times in green and gold. Now he'll try to do it in black and gold. Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers down by 12. 2:21 the time left. They have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning to work with, but they also need 2 scores. They've got to go quick.
At the 33-yard line.
On play action, Rodgers. And And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. But this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Now Rodgers. That's going to be caught. It's Austin. And he will have a Steelers first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. On play action, it's Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Rodgers sacked. A loss of 7 yards.
Now it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here we go. This is 4th down. Now Rodgers. Gotta have this one. Able to find Thielen. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have a Panther first down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard
Come on,
line.
set. Blue, 32. Ready?
Young's going to take a knee here, and that should just about do it. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.